Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, last week was amazing. There were so many reveals, so many pre-orders went live from all different companies around the world. In the aftermath of Shanghai's Wonder Festival 2021, definitely we had a lot of good news. In this video today, I want to cover some of the highlights, some of the things that went on pre-order last week that in my opinion are the best and definitely have a lot of people excited. So I want to talk about the new Wonder Woman Courage diorama by XM Studios. I want to cover the new X-Men Storm statue by Sideshow Collectibles and also the new Optimus Prime by Prime 1 Studios. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. But before we get into it, if you like the contents of this channel, if you like this video, do not forget to leave a like. Also to leave a comment, to subscribe to the channel. You're new to the channel. Let me know what you think about my video. Let me know what you think about what I'm doing here. First, we're here at XM Studios, so we can talk about Wonder Woman Courage statue. There's two different versions, a full color version and also a marble version. Very interesting. These are sold out here at the website, but you can go to Spec Fiction because they have it there. This is the Wonder Woman Courage by David Finch. And the price for this, the retail price in Singapore dollars, you're looking at $3,599. If you're a Prestige member, you get a 10% discount. It is available worldwide, so that's cool. And you have to pay a deposit of 1,000 Singapore dollars. Now, the artists involved in the production of this piece, of course, this is based on the art of David Finch, he's a designer, but the sculpting team, we have Suharyato Hamaya, Eduardo Silva, Nilo Samir, Rafael Mustaine, and Nilberto Tawada, and the XM Studios design and development team is involved in the whole process. All right, and now let's look at the pictures, and I'm telling you, this piece is amazing. You know, the whole concept is amazing. The design, you can see, the sculptors did a fantastic job in translating the art of David Finch. We have the Batman Sanity, an amazing piece, two different versions. There was the smoke version of the cloud version, and they have the color version. They did really, really well as well. They sold really quick. Looking at this one, I do like the concept here. I think the interpretation, the way they did this one in comparison to Sanity, I think Sanity is a nice piece overall. But I think this one, it's more, I don't know, it just feels less crowded or less cramped as the other one. And that's super cool because you can see Wonder Woman entirely. I like that. But looking at the dimensions, 70 centimeters tall. It is a 1/6 scale again, but the height of this, the dimensions of this with all these characters really make this piece very, very large. But look at that. I like it. I think the color version, the way they did the colors here in comparison to Sanity, I think Sanity has too many colors. This one is more tame with these characters, and I feel that allows for Wonder Woman to be brighter on the front, in this case at the top. But it looks really, really cool, and every character is super nice. Definitely, I like the concept. Now, this is not for everyone. Let's just be realistic on this. This is a standalone piece. So you have to have the proper space for it. And I know that a lot of people, as much as I would love to have something like this in my collection, I feel that it's going to overpower everything else I have. I don't have the space for it. It comes with two portraits. This one, where she's screaming, I like that one. Of course, the more serious one. I like the screaming one because definitely she's in battle. The sculptors did a terrific job. I think the base works well with the concept here. The Themyscira type of design, all of that is really cool and magnificent piece overall. Look at that. I wish they have something for comparison that you can see next to it so you can see the scale of it. But look at that. I like this portrait. I like the other one more, but it's super, super cool. Every villain. So you have multiple characters here, and that adds up to the price. I love the paint job they did here. The sword is really long, and I like that sword. But that serious face is not as good as this one. This is better, in my opinion. This is the one that you're going to display it the most. And I really like that. I think that the design is good. The paint job, you know, it's not bad. It's perfect, in my opinion. Perhaps you can point some imperfections, all of that. At the end of the day, it's still polystone. Of course, now I think we're becoming so accustomed to see like the silicone pieces and all of that. And companies are making amazing work, even with hybrid pieces like Queen Studios is doing with polystone and also natural, you know, rooted hair, all of that. That's super cool. But yeah, I like it. I think this is a really nice piece. Every character, really like the design of this one. All of them, they're good. You know, the paint job is good. The sculptors did a terrific job. I really like them all. Really nice. Look at that. Super, super cool. Every character is well done. And the way they did it here, amazing. And right here is next to the marble version, and I'm telling you, they're both great. I do like the marble feel of this. Really looks very high-end, very classy. But at the same time, I do think that the color version pops more. Now we're looking at the marble version, and as you can see, the price is the same. You still get the same discount if you're a Prestige member, 10%. Now, I did forget to mention on the previous one that the edition size is 499 pieces. Now, for this one, it's more collectible, it's more limited. It's 299 pieces. I really like the color and the feel of the marble. I feel that it's better. The texture feels better than the Sanity piece, the Batman Sanity piece. I like it. I do think that this is a really nice and very classy depiction of this piece, and it's nice that they did it this way. However, I still feel that the color version pops more and it's more lively, and that's the case. That's the reason why it sold out first in comparison to this one, even though this one had a smaller edition size. But yeah, when you look at the texture and the colors on this marble piece, it does feel better and it looks better than the smoke version of the Sanity diorama. But really cool. I think they're both great. To be honest with you, regardless of which one you choose, and I know some collectors are going to choose both, I know a lot of people are going to be happy with this one. It's definitely a nice addition, and now hoping for what it will be the next. Really kind of thinking about it. I don't know what they have under their sleeve, but I'm sure they're going to have another diorama based on the art of David Finch, and it would be cool to see a Flash statue, a Superman statue as well. We'll see. Only time can tell. All right, guys, so now we're moving on to Sideshow with the new Storm Premium Format figure, and I'm telling you, this piece has been highly anticipated, highly requested for years. The last time Sideshow did a Storm was when they did the classic outfit, the premium format that is based, of course, on the art of the late 70s and the 80s. Really nice piece. But this is the 90s look, the Jim Lee look. And a lot of people were waiting for this one because for a lot of people, Storm is the image they have in their mind. And the price is $600, which is terrific. It's a great price for a premium format figure. You can choose the layaway payment plan. There's no exclusive here. We don't have an edition size yet. Now, the artists involved here, we have Mark Newman as the sculptor, also Will Harbottle. He's also a designer. Another designers we have is Richard Long, Ian McDonald. On the paint, we have Kat Sapine, Tim Henson, and Esther Scandunas, all the mixed media parts. And the Sideshow design and development team is involved in the whole process. All right, guys, now we're looking at the pictures, and I'm telling you, this piece looks amazing. I think they did a good job, a very competent job here in the overall design. I like it. I think Storm looks great like this. They went with a classic, a very iconic pose. They didn't try to change it to do anything different. They just went classic, and I think that's great. The base is not huge, but I think enhances the view and the powers of Storm. And it has mixed media. Some people may not like it, but I think it works well with the way of the design with the escape, because that's something very iconic for the character. I like it. I think it's a really nice job. It's simple, but it's going to fit in pretty much almost every collection room. If you're looking for a perfect Storm, this is it, you know, and the price is perfect. Now, the only thing that I would complain is that it only comes with one, you know, it doesn't have interchangeable heads, only has one portrait. I would say for this one, a really nice switch up portrait would be a ponytail, as it was done in the 90s. Will Spatacio did it really, really good. I think that will be another iconic thing. Some people may say, why is it that she doesn't have a mohawk? I would say the mohawk was not really in the 90s, it was in the 80s. So I don't think it fits well with this character like this. But I will tell you this, she looks really, really good. And definitely the paint job as well. I like the silver that they use here. The sculpt is really good. And I love the fact that it not only has the comic feel, but also it does have the modern touch that normally Sideshow does with the pieces. So it's going to fit really well with the whole collection. The height is good. It's not bad. This is not really a huge piece. So it's not going to demand a lot of space, which is always a good thing for collectors. I would say with the base, it's simple, and some of the choice of colors are fine. I would love for that to have more like a clear resin type, so you can see the effect of kind of water in the Storm. If this is like a, I don't know, some type of typhoon or something that she is creating. I don't know. It's just something that, in that end, I feel that it's too simplistic. And perhaps they can add some to enhance it. But the sculpt is fine. You know, she has the rocking body for sure. Look at that. And the angles in different places, it looks gray. The paint job, I can see that they did some type of shading to more silver, more gray. I like that. It's very metallic in the back. really nice job with the paint job. The hair is good. But yeah, a switch up portrait would have been really, really nice just to change out things. I would say for $600, you have a great piece, and they did a good job with it. The eyes, all of that. The paint, it's is there and it's well done, well applied. The cape is good, and you may not be a fan of mixed media, but to be honest with you, I think it goes well with this one more than a sculpted cape that will make the piece too heavy, and the fear of leaning is always there. But yeah, they did a good job. I would say that there's not much to it. Some other companies do other things, but at the same time, I gotta kind of agree with some people. I have a couple of friends here that they mentioned this, and we talk about it quite often here in the channel. Is that sometimes simple is good, and sometimes less is more. And there's something that unfortunately, a lot of companies nowadays, they're going overboard with all the switch outs, with all the things, with a lot of things that are too crazy. And it's sort of when a company goes on the simple route, because they are really going back to the basics, which is the basic image that you have of this character. And it's good because it simplifies things. It makes things easier for collectors to decide or not if they want to go for this or not. And at the end of the day, how many times are you going to change the switch outs? I do change switch outs on my pieces, but for the most part, it can take months or sometimes even years when you change to something different. Most collectors don't change at all. So I would say that they're going for the classic look, and ultimately, or the one that is the most classic of all. And I think on that, they nailed it. And it looks good. I would say Sideshow did a good job on this one. $600 is a great investment for a piece like this. All right, guys. So now we're moving on to the last piece on this video, which is the Prime 1 Studio Jetwing Optimus Prime. The price is not for the faint of heart. It's $3,699 plus shipping. There's no edition size yet. This is going to release between September and December of next year. This is a Museum Masterline. This is based on the Dark of the Moon film. It's a non-scale, so we don't have a scale, but this is huge. This is a huge piece, and this is going to come in 3 separate boxes. 60 kilograms according to this, made out of polystone and other materials. So yes, it's going to be costly just to ship. All right, guys, now we're looking at the pictures. There's plenty of pictures here as always, and this is the bonus part. If you order from them, you get what they call the global bonus version. So it's the title of the film Transformers Dark of the Moon, the Chinese bonus version, which is the title for the Chinese market, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you have to choose. It doesn't say if you choose one or the other, or you get both. I think perhaps you get both. But looking at this, I'm telling you, this is really good. It is busy. I'm not gonna deny it. There are a couple of things that I saw because I did pay attention to some of the pictures and the videos that were done at the Wonder Festival in Shanghai. And yeah, the base can be busy, but the overall design of this Optimus Prime is amazing, and the whole is huge. It has light up features, so you have to account for all of those things. And I'm telling you, Dark of the Moon, it's an okay film. I would say perhaps it's better than the second film. I would say so. It's not that bad. But it's entertaining. And I know that there's a big following in Asia, particularly for these films. They love the Michael Bay films. These films are over the top, and ultimately they're fun. They're popcorn films. They're entertaining for what it is. If you want perfection, then definitely you're not gonna get it there, at least on the acting part. But the design of this Transformers is amazing, and I feel that in this case, Prime 1 Studio has over the years been able to capture the images of this in a really nice way, better than anybody else. And this piece is no exception. Look at the design. The light up features, I think they're getting better and better with that. The light ups that they use, all the electronics, all that add up to the price. And definitely this is a really huge piece with so many different parts. It's so nicely done. And yes, the base might be large and tall and kind of busy at some point. There's so much destruction, and in some ways it can be a bit distracting, but at the same time, I think it works well with the design of this piece. What you see in here is a battle between Optimus and this creature and this big robot, and it's good. Look at the dimensions, over a meter tall, 103.8 centimeters. It's really tall, and it's amazing. Also, the width of that is 101, so it's a meter because it's considered the span of the wing. So really huge, and all this LED illumination all over the place, and the weapons, the eyes, and his chest, all of that, really nice. They have done a really nice job overall, as you can see. Look at that. Definitely really good. And you have 2 different portraits. You can change that. PCS has done a terrific job with the classic Optimus Prime. But if you are into the films, and if you love this character and you love this, is very unique, and there are Transformers collectors out there, that's the only thing they collect is Transformers, they're going to go for this one. And right here, he's next to Shockwave and from the film, and I'm telling you, I didn't know Shockwave was that big. I don't remember being him that large, so that might be perhaps wrong, or perhaps it's just that they put him side by side, or perhaps it's just they photoshopped that. But he looks a lot larger than Optimus, so it may be wrong, or this may be the wrong picture. I don't know. Just correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Shockwave looks really, really huge and massive here. But overall, I think that this looks great. I like the concept. At the showcase on the trailer of this, they presented the whole team doing the design, and it's amazing. All the little parts that they added together, based of course on movie references, all of that, they have done a terrific job. It's an art in itself just to come with all this and bring it all together and assemble this piece. And make no mistake, Prime 1 is the best when it comes about doing the unthinkable, to go the extra mile to give you the most complicated pieces. And I know some people don't like that. There are collectors that prefer something more basic and simple, and I understand that. I like that as well. But I gotta give Prime 1 Studio kudos. I have to give them credit for doing things that are really out of the norm, that really break the mold of anything else that we have seen before. And this piece really breaks the mold. The paint job is excellent. The whole design is excellent. There's so many parts to this. Yes, it can be distracting. Yes, there's a lot of things that perhaps they are overpowering the main character, but at the same time, if you remember the films, there's so much stuff going on, and the robots has so much detail. And what I would say that I love about the fact of the statues is that allows you that they are not in motion, they're standing there, and then you can really look at every single detail and really learn the form of these big robotic creatures. And it's amazing, something that you don't get to see in the film unless you pause the film and you're watching at home. They are all inspiring for sure, and they give you the opportunity, these pieces, to really see beyond just the norm, beyond what you normally see when you're watching a film. That's good. I like that, and I feel that that's one of the attractive parts of these robots, and the reason why a lot of people still are collecting, and people admire these creatures, admire the robots, admire the action figures, all of that, because they like to see the parts assembling together, all the things that come together to create these creatures, these robots. But yeah, it's super cool. I like it. I think that they did a good job with this one. The paint job is excellent. You see a lot of detail. In my opinion, this is the best looking Transformer, the best looking Optimus based on the Bayformers that we have seen ever. It's really cool looking. It's amazing. Everything they did here, all the wiring I know that went into adding to this piece to create this piece, a lot of work. And you had to give credit to Prime 1 Studio for doing an amazing job here and going all out with this piece. They could have just simply doing something simpler. They went with this, and ultimately I think it's going to pay off. I know a lot of fans are going to pre-order this, and it was one of the highlights at their booth at Wonderfest. So yeah, it is cool and amazing to see what this company is doing. So I'm telling you, this was an amazing week for a lot of collectible companies. So many companies that I can name today. But I went to the things that, in my opinion, were the highlights, the things that were more important, and perhaps we will take time down the road to talk about other things and other companies. But it is amazing to see what these companies are doing. XM Studios always blows my mind with the stuff they come up with. Sideshow did a good job with Storm, and definitely Jetwing Optimus Prime looks amazing, and definitely Prime 1 Studio deserves a lot of credit for it. But what is your opinion? What do you think about these pieces we covered today? Are you a fan of any of these? Are you pre-ordering any of these? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're reminded of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are down below. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care, and I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.